guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with the face for radio and a voice for print. Well, here we are, 2023, peak insanity, where women are breaking up with their men over the Barbie movie. That's right, women are using Margot Robbie and a feminist Barbie movie to help them make life decisions and dating decisions. If this doesn't tell you why most women are undateable today, I don't know what will. Anyway, the Barbie movie is ending relationships left and right. This one woman says, I really didn't even recognize how he was perceiving it until he asked, are you crying 2 or 3 times throughout the movie? And of course, they have Ben Shapiro here railing on the movie, as rightly he should, because it is stupid. Anyway, let's see what they have to say here about why women are breaking up with their boyfriends because they're stupid. Come on, Barbie, let's go break up with our boyfriends. More than a week after the release of the Barbie movie, social media is full of stories of women who say they deeply reconsidered their relationships after seeing the film, which has grossed more than $775 million globally so far. Am I the A-hole, AITA Reddit thread. Someone says, am I the a-hole breaking up with my boyfriend over the Barbie movie? One woman asked the popular subreddit before sharing a story of how her boyfriend complained about the movie's feminist theme after they left the showing. On TikTok, another woman said the Mattel movie inspired her to break up with her boyfriend after a string of bad behavior on his part. Thank you, Barbie, for empowering me, for giving me the confidence, for making me realize I deserve better. And she says here, did anyone watch Barbie and suddenly want to break up with their boyfriend, or was that just me? Are you crying? You're just a guy, and you'll never understand how difficult it is to be a woman in a man's world. There is attention to detail that a lot of men don't have. Yes, it is so hard when women are literally being hired to be put on boards of companies because they are women, and they're getting scholarships and attending and graduating college at a 20% higher rate than men because they're women, and they can just say a guy did something and he's shunned out of society and have investigations put on him, even if it's over a lie, and then nothing happens to her afterwards. Oh, women just have it so hard. Teresa Arzate, 27 of Dallas, shared on Twitter that her ex-boyfriend's reaction in the theater was just the push she needed to call it quits. He's a good guy, she told HuffPost, but they were having issues long before seeing the movie. Their lived experiences are pretty different, and the Barbie movie highlighted just how differently they viewed the world. So either you're saying that the Barbie movie made you change how you see the world, a Barbie movie, a movie about Barbies, or you're saying that it was just the shove you needed and you were with a guy that really you weren't a good fit. So why were you with him anyway? And she says, oh, we weren't on the same wavelength, and Barbie has helped me graduate out of a cycle of overextending myself into spaces or around people I don't resonate with, and blah, 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 blah. Problem solved. He dodged a bullet. From Unilad, women are deciding to break up with their boyfriends after watching Barbie, and they give on more examples here. I guess, I don't know. Okay, so women are going to TikTok to talk about this. Women are going to Reddit to talk about this. Women are going to... So what are they doing, basically? Basically, these women are breaking up with their boyfriends, and they're seeking validation for doing it by saying it's about Barbie. And then they can use the hashtag Barbie, and they get in on the, huge amount of views that the Barbie material is getting. And so basically they're dumping their men for social validation. That's really what it sounds like. Otherwise, you are a mouth-breathing dirt eater if somehow a ridiculous movie convinced you that you deserve better and should break up with a boyfriend that's probably been at least decent to you. Anyway, like a couple of these cover the same stories, but there's a few of them. I'm not going to read through all of them because you guys get it. But these are women that are going out there and they're using the Barbie movie or the feminism and Barbie has it so right that we're just held down by the man, even though the man in many cases is now the woman at the HR department, or that is a CEO, or that is the manager. They're the women that are, and the truth is most of these women are just as toxic as the men, if not worse. Many times women get jealous and they treat each other very poorly, where I think it's a catch-22. Like, women will say, oh, men don't find me attractive, so they treat me poorly. But I will tell you this, that same unattractive woman will treat an attractive woman even worse because she's secretly jealous and wants to take it out on that other woman. How do I know? The internet exists, because these things exist. So, for all these guys or anybody that's talking to you and saying that whether it's the Barbie movie or they decided to break up with their boyfriend and they got to talk about it on social media and air their dirty laundry for validation and likes, consider it a win. Consider it you're escaping what would eventually be a very problematic, probably deeply troubled woman, and you're definitely moving on the right track. I am going to toss in a side story. I usually, try to do a video or a story per video, but this isn't exceptionally long. It's just the fact that these dingbats are out there doing it. But I will share this, a side story. Anheuser-Busch, and I know this is completely off on another topic, but it's a short video. Anheuser-Busch is now being forced to sell off several beer brands. The boycott, I'll tell you something. Most beer drinkers are men. Most beer drinkers are men. And Anheuser-Busch really screwed the pooch when they came after men. And I like these stories, not because I would not drink Anheuser-Busch if I were on, I would not pour Anheuser-Busch on me if I were on fire. That's how awful a beer it is. And I don't drink any of their products, even their off-label brands. I don't. I'm kind of a Guinness guy and a very small microbrew guy. So I don't care about the beer portion of this, but what I really like seeing is that men finally said, you know what, this is a protest I can get behind. It's easy. It's simple. I don't have to put much thought into it. I mean, it's the lazy man's protest, let's be honest with it. But because of that, Anheuser's now being forced to sell off several beer brands because they're having to downsize. This is from an editorial at the Daily Caller. The collapse has just ratcheted up. Anheuser-Busch InBev will be selling 8 craft beer brands to Tilray Brands, according to a Monday announcement from the anti-American beer giant. I would not go so far as to say they're an anti-American beer giant. I will say they're unaware of what their customers actually value. I'll say that much. The move will cut InBev's craft beer portfolio significantly. Tilray, a Canadian company, will be purchasing Shock Top, Breckenridge Brewery, Blue Point Brewing Company, 10 Barrel Brewing Company, Red Hook Brewery, Windmere Brothers Brewing, Square Mile Cider Company, and High Bale Energy. The deal is expected to be finalized September 2023 for $85 million. In addition to beer brands, Anheuser-Busch will also be selling off the brand's employees, breweries, and associated brew pubs. In other words, the disaster just got more disastrous for Bud Light's umbrella company. I don't like the fact that there's a lot of people that are losing their jobs because of this. But I will say that if you're going to work for a company that starts crapping on its customers and it gets popular, I'm sorry, you're just you're casualty of war, man, at this point. So I do feel bad that the people are losing their jobs. I don't feel bad that Anheuser-Busch is struggling mightily. And it shows you that if men or just conservative or just sane-minded people really decide to focus and to boycott something and to put a little pain in their pockets, we could win the culture war. The problem is too many people say, oh, it's too hard, or I really like this product, or I'll do it for a week and then I'm going to go back and do whatever. This shows you that this is such an easy boycott. That's why it's working. But if we could do the same for more difficult things, I think we could change the culture war overnight. And this is why I like to see more and more men say, I'm getting off dating apps. And you can say, well, I never have any luck on them. Okay, just get off them. And if all the guys that didn't have any luck on the dating apps got off the dating apps, what would happen is there'd be like the top 10 or 20% of men, all women, and the top 10 or 20% of men only have so much time in the day, so they'd only have the top 10 or 20% of women to deal with, And the rest of the women would be on a dating app going, there's no men here. Like, there's no men that I match with. And then all of a sudden they'd see what it's like for men. And then maybe again, probably not, but maybe again, it might cause them to say, well, maybe I'm not such a high value or such a great catch anymore. And their expectations in life gets reset. I'd like to see men boycott more things. I think this is a good story. I like to see that it's crushing the beer brand and it's forcing them to make action. Now take this forward in your life. Do more things with it. Make wiser choices. Spend your money more appropriately. And and not that this has this much to do with the Barbie movie, but not spending your money on stupid woke things. There's $775 million or it's almost $1 billion movie now. I don't think it's all just women and children going to this thing. I'm quite sure there's a lot of guys going with their girlfriends. Maybe just say, this is a movie I'm not going to watch with you. Like, you can go get the gal pals and go out. And then if she, is taking you to learn a feminist lesson or something or other, you dodged a problem. That's all I'm saying on that one. Guys, don't forget, I'm going to be live streaming tonight for supporters over on betterbachelor.locals.com. I'm going to be doing Baldur's Gate 3. I think I'm going to do like a thief, maybe a rogue, something like that. But that's going to be around 7 o'clock tonight. So make sure to hop over, check it out. Hope you can join us, and I'd appreciate it if you could become a supporter today. Appreciate it very much. See you in the next one.